Hey fans, welcome back! It's time for The Last of Us Season 2 official trailer! I'm so excited. I'm a huge Last of Us fan and I am ready. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for this season, but I'm excited for the show. I haven't played the game since it came out in 2020, but I do remember the story. I'm excited to see what scenes I can pick out. But don't worry, if you haven't played the game and you're waiting to experience the story through the show, I won't be spoiling anything for you in the beginning of the video, but I may do a portion at the end where I do get into spoiler territory where you can click off and have a good rest of your day. But in the beginning, I will keep it spoiler free for you guys. So yeah, let's experience this together. Music. Now watch. Fireflies. Ellie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's on the way to their
This is where we live. And what's that?
Jackson.
Fence.
What's inside?
Is that Tommy's kid?
Oh.
Dina!
What's outside?
A scythe. Oh shit. Yes. Oh no. Abby. A clicker in the snow. Crazy. Bruh. Tommy. Seattle. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on what those. Oh my gosh, Jesse! Oh! Oh my god!
There's a very good chance you'll be dead.
You're gonna lose.
Oh my gosh, yes, the underground with the red lights.
Don't you know what he did?
Oh my gosh.
You swore.
Oh my god, the scene. Wow, yeah. Man, there's so much that I just can't say without spoiling. So, gosh, I'm so excited. There's so much there. It's crazy because one thing about this show, and I experienced this with season 1 as well, is that watching the trailer, even though it's completely new, scenes that I haven't seen, even though I haven't seen these scenes before, I do recognize the scenes that they're adapting, if that makes sense. So even though it's my first time seeing what the show is doing, there's so many scenes that I recognize because it's just I remember the story, and so it's so interesting to just see all of these flashes of all of these scenes and remember what that moment was, or what's about to happen there, or what that part of the story means, and who these characters are. From someone who doesn't know anything, it's so interesting to also just kind of have a little bit of more knowledge behind my brain because I've played the game. But yes, let's comb through and see what we can pick out. So it looks like it's Ellie creeping, I believe. Or it could, yeah, that's Ellie. Because ooh, hold on, what was that? There's definitely something there in the background. There's a shadow. What was it? Ooh, something crawling. Okay. Graveyard. Fireflies necklace.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I think this is officially going to be the part of the video when I start to get into spoilers. So if you have watched till now, I'm so thankful that you stopped by and hung out with me. I hope you will come back to watch the show with me when I react to it when it's out. But if you're leaving now, see you next time. If you're staying, let's get into it. Hello, fellow friend of the game. Fellow fan of the game, I should say. It looks to me that this might be, and it's confirmed later on when with later scene, but this looks to me the flashback of when Joel takes Ellie for her birthday gift at the museum to go to for the space scene. Or this could also be when they're out together and she confronts him, because we also saw that scene later.
This is where we live.
Jackson.
And what's that?
The fence.
Yeah, that's gotta be
This is where we
that's gotta be one of Tommy's kids, yeah?
And what's that?
I don't remember if I don't think we saw Tommy's kids in the game. I don't remember. He gives her the guitar. This is the scene, opening scene with Dina and Ellie where they kiss, and there's that problematic guy who works at the bar.
People.
Yes. Okay, looks like we have an infected crawling. That might have been what I saw crawling earlier. The other scene with Ellie. The scythe. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to remember what these guys were called. I know there's like the Washington people, but there's also these ones. They whistle, right? Washington Liberation Front and the Seraphites. So these are the Seraphites. Yes. So this is the iconic scene where we first meet the Seraphites. I remember because this guy was being hanged or being hung, and Ellie was kind of happening. I don't know. I think Ellie was supposed to be after them or something like that. But I just remember this scene, and he gets his stomach cut or something. I don't know. Something like that. It was crazy. There's the WLF, the Washington Liberation Front. There's Abby and the gang. I forget the other characters' names, but I recognize them. A clicker. So this must be. I think there's. If I remember correctly, there's a scene where like a horde attacks Jackson.
Monsters.
Yeah, this is this. It's Tommy in the front lines. It looks like it's Dina and Ellie on the way to Seattle. You can see Seattle, Tacoma, Portland sign on the right. There's the Seraphite. I just realized we haven't seen the Asian characters. The person with the bald head. I forget their name. But
By the time
there's Jesse.
the sun comes up
I'm so happy that actor is in this because I really loved him in Beef.
tomorrow,
Yes, this is the scene. This is such a beautiful, iconic flashback scene of Joel bringing her here, and he like plays. He has like a recording of like a spaceship lifting off, and she listens to it through her headphones, and they pretend that they're lifting off together. Oh my gosh.
there's a
Her
very good
tattoos.
chance you'll be dead.
This guy, he's I think he's the leader of the WLF if I remember correctly.
You're gonna lose.
Yeah, they were torturing a Seraphite. Oh shit. Spores. Okay, we're getting spores. That's right. I remember it wasn't a thing in the first season. It was more so the underground networks. But I remember Craig Mazin was saying that like they were going to explore like the spores in later seasons. So it looks like we're getting a little bit of that there. Obviously, Ellie is immune. That's wait, no, this is probably that was probably the horde that Abby was running from when she runs into Joel and Tommy. I don't know who this could be. Yes, there's that underground scene, the red lights. I remember that.
Don't you know what he
This is the girl that Ellie is like. You kind of stalk her. She's part of the WLF, and Ellie like kind of hunts her and kills her. And she's talking about Joel, I believe. It looks like Ellie and Dina running. No? Can't tell who that is. Where is this? Is this inside of the theater? Is this Ellie and Abby fighting?
Don't you know what he did?
Yep, this is probably the scene where Joel and Tommy are with Abby and they're running from the horde. Yeah, that's the guy hanging. Yeah. Nina, yeah. Yeah. Shit. Okay, he's fighting a freaking... I forgot what those are called, but the fucking big bitches. Not quite as big as the one that was in season 1 that came from out of the ground, but these ones are a little smaller, but still just as crazy.
You swore.
Yep. So this is the scene where she confronts him about what she asked him in the final scene of season 1, and this is when she was like doubting it for a while. She took him there and then found a Firefly recording and finally confronted him when he comes clean. So we're getting into that this season. Oh man. Oh man, I'm so excited, guys. Like the first season was done so lovingly and so beautifully as an adaptation to the game and elevated the story in so many beautiful ways that I really, really, really enjoyed. I'm sad about like the things that they had to remove from the game, but obviously I understand the choices that were made, and why things had to be condensed, but the things that were removed gave way to beautiful things that were new and fresh, like getting more Bill and Frank, a whole episode of Bill and Frank, and expanding their story and making it so much less depressing than how Bill and Frank's story is in the game. And I think that there's definitely going to be some additions this season as well, and I'm excited to see how they add more depth to the story in the same ways that the Bill and Frank story added more depth, and the story of Ellie's mom that we got in episode 9 last season. That was new and that was beautiful, and that was so cool to see the actress who plays Ellie in the game play Ellie's mom. So yeah, I'm excited to see more from this season. This is the official trailer, but we still are like a month away, a little less than a month away from the show coming out. So I anticipate maybe one more final official trailer, and then like a bunch of like little teasers here and there with little stuff. Anything that comes out, I'll be happy to react to them and pick apart the little scenes that we're seeing and try to theorize what's gonna happen next. And and then we'll be reacting to the show in April. So I'm excited. If you're still here nerding out with me, thank you for sticking around. Everyone left is most likely people who have played the game, or someone, or maybe there's a few of you who just don't care and want to know. Either way, thank you for being here. Thanks for nerding out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.